finally got that brand new camera that was on your wish list, but now how do you get started? So joining us now are Robert and Edward Zemba, brothers from Robert Charles Photography, and they join us to share tips for getting started. Welcome. Happy holidays.
Thank you very much.
Happy holidays.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Now,
Appreciate
hopefully people will get that camera they've been asking for. They get it. They're so excited, but how do they get started?
Well, I can tell you firsthand, the first thing that I would do if I was giving somebody a camera is I would probably put a little bit of homework in. Maybe the night before, what you want to do is open that up, pull out the camera batteries, and give them a good, healthy charge. So that the morning of Christmas, or the holiday morning, everybody really wants to get that camera going and use it. And there's nothing that makes it, you have to be really patient if the battery's not charged. So throw some charge in the battery, that way you can have a lot of fun Christmas morning.
And Robert, you know, capturing those moments, you know, you want to be able to capture them as soon as possible.
Yeah, sometimes you only get one shot. You know, the kids are opening the presents and they're only going to do that once.
So have that battery charge. What's another tip that you can offer people when they get their camera?
Another tip I would use, don't be afraid to kind of play around with it. Don't overthink it. You know, when you're working with the kids, when you're working with, you know, your other half, just kind of get in there close. Fill the frame. You know, really kind of get in tight. See, don't be afraid of, don't be afraid to just really get as close as you can.
And make mistakes, right? Because
yeah, mistakes are good.
Them.
Playing is good. Mistakes are fine.
And obviously you don't want to drop it. That's the biggest mistake.
Yeah, I make mistakes all day long.
We have a lot of fun with this. That's why we have an editing department, so that, you know, a lot of those sort of go away. As a matter of fact, there's one hiding over there holding a camera right now.
Well, you do beautiful work, so we know that we can really take your advice and learn from it, because your work is absolutely outstanding. So just don't be afraid to kind of play around with it and I mean, it can be overwhelming. Looking at this is like a machine that I don't even know where to begin.
Honest, just turn
well,
it
don't
on.
forget about A for awesome.
Yeah, you
Remember?
can turn it on right on the top of most cameras. You know, you have a little A or a P or a little green box. You can pop it on that little box, and then you can really photograph with your heart, and you don't have to use your head so much. You can really just kind of play and have a lot of fun. And afterwards, you can kind of go through, see what you did, and you learn a little bit at a time.
Right. Now, that's if you get a camera that you've been wishing for. And a lot of us have smartphones, so we're going to be capturing those moments right with our smartphones. So, Ed, there's some simple tips that you can do to take really good pictures, maybe not as good as the amazing
that's okay,
camera
but
here,
the smartphones have the same thing we have in the back, which is your little viewfinder there and being able to see what's in it. And one of the things a lot of people don't realize is that if you take a smartphone and then you tap the actual screen on the viewfinder, it sets the image for that part of the room. So if you have a little guy under the tree Christmas morning and it's kind of dark, then tap the image right around where he's sitting, and it'll reset the image just for that shot, and all of a sudden you'll get a much better image.
And that's on every smartphone.
It's pretty much it's universal at this point. And it's always funny because my brother knew about that for years, and of course I'm using my smartphone. I had no idea. And one day,
just taught me.
Oh yeah, no, and then he showed me. He's like, doesn't everybody know that? So far, everybody I've told, not one person has known about that yet. So it's a neat little feature that we all have in our millions of features on our phones that we don't know exist.
So tap that spot where you want it to be brighter, and it'll be brighter. I can't wait to use that Christmas morning. Great tip. Now, you do wonderful work when it comes to photography. You also do wonderful work in our community. Tell us about the fundraiser that you have for Bay State Children's Hospital.
Well, one of the things that we're really fortunate, and I think everybody believes, is that we're fortunate to have Bay State Children's Hospital in our backyard. And, you know, for better or worse, we've had to use it ourselves personally. You saw my daughter on with you guys recently. The good news is that it's a great institution that's right in our backyard, and what we've done is for $79 donation to Bay State Children's Hospital, you're able to get a portrait session with Robert, and also you're able to get an 8x10 matted portrait. That includes a consultation. It's the whole deal, and you don't have to purchase anything beyond that. Plenty of people choose to just get the 8x10, and then of course there's other families that decide they want to go a little past that, and you can always purchase some things as well.
Amazing. And the money goes to Bay State Children's Hospital. Now, here's your goal here. Now, you've done this for many years. You've raised thousands of dollars to support Bay State Children's Hospital right here in Springfield. You're so close to the goal. And people just donate $79 and they get that session and a matted 8x10.
And it adds up. I mean, this year we're almost at our goal. It's a $10,000 goal this year. We're 80% there. And I got to say a shout out to Delaney House for helping sponsor this segment to help get the word out with pasta, biscotti, and chocolate. For anybody who makes that donation, you also get a certificate to Delaney House, as well as possibly some chocolates from our friends at Pasta, Biscotti, and Chocolate. So it's really a community effort. We're helping make it happen, but because of everybody's efforts, we've been able to raise a little over $70,000 in total. So
that is unbelievable. And you get chocolate and Delaney House, and look at these moments that are captured. So, they're just amazing. What a fun job you have to be able to capture these memories.
I mean, we get to celebrate people all day long, and we're all working together to raise this money for Bay State.
Yeah, it's amazing, and you know, you have children in your life, so you know how important it is to support this hospital. If people want more information, how can they learn more?
Sure, so you can go, the simplest thing is Marissa is sitting by the phones as we speak at 413-525-4263. So please feel free to give Marissa a call at that number. You can also go right to our website at robertcharlesphoto.com.
Well, it's wonderful what you do, both of you, Robert and Ed. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, nice to have you here. And maybe one day I'll get one of those cameras and I'll know exactly what to do. Make sure the battery's charged, all right? Thanks so much, guys.
Absolutely.
And coming up.